Greetings. I was wanted to talk to you about money in the church and how money seems to have taken over in a lot of ways. I received a brochure a number of years ago from an organization that was wanting to raise funds because they wanted to start a church in what they called one of the fastest growing areas in the United States. And they needed a $500,000 because they needed to hire staff. They needed to build a building. They need to find a building or rent a building. They needed to put together teams, worship teams, and all of that kind of thing. All of these expenses that they laid out in the brochure. And they were going to start a year from now, and they were hoping to raise some donations to help toward that $500,000 goal. And there was a 5-year plan that over 5 years they would lower the commitment the outsiders would give until in 5 years from that time they would be on their own. And I remember thinking at the time about Paul in the book of Acts, Acts chapter 16. He has a vision, a dream at night, and a man from Macedonia says to him, "Would you come over and help us? And the Luke records that immediately they sought a way to go, and the very next day they got on a ship from Troas and they sailed over to Macedonia. I thought, what if he had written back, "Hey man, we want to come, we believe in your cause, and we want to be there, and but we need to raise a 500,000 drachmas so we can provide funding for staff and for a building and all that. So we know there are people there dying without the gospel, but for the next year, they're going to be on their own until I can raise this kind of money." Well, of course he didn't do that. He got up and he went the next day. And I thought about that. And I don't know the motives of these people. I don't mean to be judgmental of the motives. But I thought about, we've sort of lost it. Why not go immediately to that area, get a job like Paul did, and start meeting in a coffee shop and reaching people one by one like Paul did and like Jesus did when he traveled into a village. But we've got so wrapped up in the money. Churches raising millions of dollars to do God's work. I hear of regularly churches going through $1 million remodels of their building. I guess so they can make it a more pleasant place to entertain people. I don't know. I think about churches around the world in persecuted countries or in Africa where they have nothing. They would like to have Bibles, and yet we're spending millions of dollars in a remodel on an entertainment venue. I just think we've lost our way. And again, I'm not judging motives, don't know any of these people and where their hearts are. I just think we need to get away from this whole mentality of we need money, we need this, we need that, and why don't we just go? Why don't we just go and reach people the best we can and depend upon the Holy Spirit to touch lives, not how good our music is or how great our venue is, but just let the Holy Spirit work in the lives of people. So that's my rant for today. And so until next time, I will see ya.